Has arrived. That means it's time for the kids to get out and enjoy football programs. Pretty cool. And here with more on the NFL punt, pass, and kick program are Kristen Chavez-Smith and Tom Vincent with the Parks and Rec Department. It's good to have you both. Thanks for being here. Time to start thinking about football, right?
Definitely.
We've got NFL starting up and of course high school football starting up. But tell us about this program.
So this is a national program sponsored by the NFL. The city of Albuquerque hosts a local competition every fall, followed by the sectional competition, which is for all the winners of the local competitions throughout New Mexico.
What kind of skills do you have to enter this competition? And what, I guess we'll talk about age limits here in a second, but What kind of skills do you want?
So really any kid can participate. It's really a fun competition. Some kids come in super competitive, but basically every kid gets a punt, a pass, and a kick. So surprisingly, we get a lot of soccer players that come out because two of them are kicking activities, and football players, kids that don't really even play sports. A lot of PE teachers send their kids out to compete.
Is this distance or accuracy, or is it both?
Both.
Okay.
It's both. So we measure how far they can kick it, and then how far they come off the line gets subtracted out of that.
We have some video of the competition right now. I'm going to ask you too what the ages are that you're looking for. Boys and girls.
Boys and girls, they compete separately.
Okay.
Ages 6 through 15, and that's the age that you will be at December 31st, 2015. So if you turn 16 before that, you're out.
Okay, unfortunately. The winners of these different age groups, how does this go on? It goes on to nationals, but how do they proceed? Is there like a local and then a regional and then a national competition? How does it work?
Well, the winners at the local level will advance to a sectional level. The winners at the sectional level will advance to something called a team level. And there's 32 of those, one for every NFL team. And that's a nationwide competition, and they'll take the top 4 nationwide from each team level, and those will advance to nationals, which is held during an NFL playoff game.
We had a couple of boys from New Mexico that made it to that round, right?
Yes,
was
we
it
did.
This year?
Yes, it was the last competition.
Okay.
So they were there last year. We had Tyler Jensen in the 10 to 11 age group, and he finished second nationally. And we had A.J. Manning, the 6 to 7 age group, and he finished third nationally.
And I'm being told those are the boys that we showed in the video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too. So those are the two you saw in the video. In addition to those two, we had Haley and Chandler that finished in the top 8 nationally. So they didn't qualify to actually go to the nationals. They didn't finish in the top 4, but New Mexico has had, I would say, over-representation in this event the past 3 years. Yeah,
we're well represented. So is it pretty intense on the national level? I mean, locally, you're obviously trying out and you're with local judges, right? But what about on the national level?
Right, on the national level, yes, it's very intense. You have to be almost perfect with your punt, pass, and kick at the team level to even advance to the nationals, and there's even more pressure once you get to the nationals. So to have 2 in the nationals last year is pretty significant.
Let's review what the registration process looks like here.
Sure. Well, we prefer registration online.
Okay.
NFL Punt, Pass, and Kick, and that link is also available at the City of Albuquerque Parks and Recreation website. But if you don't get around to doing that, you can just show up at the competition. It's Sunday, September 20th at Milne Stadium in Albuquerque, and you show up at 9. You can register on site there. And as Kristen mentioned, you don't have to be a football player. We welcome any child between the age of 6 and 15.
That's what I was going to ask, because I know probably a lot of kids, maybe even some parents, are sitting at home thinking, wow, my child, or that child in particular, has some pretty good skills in this, or maybe they have some promise or talent in football or sports. You encourage them to come?
Yeah, we think it's just a great event. It's free, it's fun. The only thing that we do ask is that they bring proof of their age in the form of a birth or religious certificate.
Okay.
No cleats, no spiked shoes, please. That's part of the national competition, but I think it'll be a really fun event. We're gonna have some music, hopefully get the parents involved and do a parent competition after.
There you go.
Yeah, that's been a request the past couple of times.
Very
yeah.
Good. Well, hopefully we'll be able to see a couple local kids at least from New Mexico on the national level once again this year, and we'll keep tabs on it. So Kristen and Tom, thanks for being here. Quickly, where can people get more information?
NFLPPK.com. Also, the City of Albuquerque website, cabq.com or .gov, excuse me, /Parks and Rec.
Looking forward to that. KRQE.com too is a good resource for you too. We'll link to all of this through the KRQE links. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks.
And I guess best of luck to all the kids out there.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.